All right, back in effect. I'm going live again. Here we go. This is part 2. I'm done with the store. So I rushed back in. So I am starting a new book, and I think I'm gonna start incorporating this with every message that I do. I started a new book last night before I took my good old glorious nap after my 16-hour shift, and it's basically called Advancing Through Adversity. If you want to look this book up, it's by Charles Stanley. It's basically a guide, a self-help guide, a self-help book, and there's a lot of self-help books out there, but this is a self-help guide through adversity. I have read this book before. This is my second time reading it. A lot of times when it comes to health books and just any helping book in general, I like to pretty much read them. A lot of times I write notes in them just like I would do my Bible. So I just want to encourage you all to get this book. Very good book. But you know, it's starting off with adversities and all the things that you go through in your life, and how it's basically telling you how adversities are really meant to be for your good, no matter how devastating they are in your life, and no matter how much they hurt. You know, to go through an adversity is a devastating thing, depending on how bad the adversity hit you, depending on what you really went through. I know when I went through a couple losses in my life, because a lot of people suffer those. I went through a heartbreak with death. I went through a heartbreak with a relationship. I went through a heartbreak with a marriage. You know, so again, it's a lot of things that can hurt you, because it doesn't necessarily have to be relationships with people that you were living with. It could have been somebody that is emotionally attached to you. You know, my father was my death in my family. Besides him, I lost my aunt. Besides him, I had lost so many people all in one whop. And then I had to turn around and move. So restoration with replacement had happened. You know, I lost my car at one point. I had a nice car, and you know, I lost that. So I'm just encouraging, you know, adversities, you know, all that was to break me. All that was to make me feel like, oh my goodness, I really couldn't make it another day. But really, you all, I made it through. Look, I'm going to show you how awesome this situation was. I turned around and went through that adverse situation where I lost my car. A week later, literally, I had another car. I only was out of a car without riding a car one day, y'all. I literally was without riding in a car, in a vehicle, one day. And that was the day they took my car. They took my car on a Thursday, on September 1st, 2016. I will never forget it. They took my car on a Thursday. The Wednesday, the night before, I had went to Milwaukee to the airport to get my son. And that Thursday, the next day when I got off work, they had took my car. That night, I had to work at another job. I had my second shift job, or my second job, one of my second jobs. I have 3, but this is my second job that I go to once a week. And I was going there Thursday night, and I had to ride my daughter's bike and catch the bus. And that humbling experience really had taught me to say, okay, God, thank you for everything that you've given me. Thank you for my blessings. But I still didn't learn, you all, because I still was kind of wasting my money. I wasn't really being vigilant. I wasn't really being cautious about anything that I have. So yesterday I did a 16-hour shift, and I'm going to show you how God can change your mind in a day. If you just be patient, if you just listen. I have been having that book for a very long time. And so this past week, as I was cleaning up my house and kind of being alone at home, and at certain points in my days, I would say, Lord, show me what you want to show me. Teach me what you want to teach me. Help me get better. Help me be a better person, because I'm losing right now. You know, I don't have this, I don't have that. What's my problem? And I really had to face my problem. I was wondering why I didn't have no money. I knew why I wasn't having no money, because I was investing it in something else that was very negative. You know, I was giving my money up, even if it was $5. Then I learned how to keep the money. Then I had to turn around and say, okay, now, how can I survive? Because right now I'm in this situation where I want to expand. I want to get further. I want to be bigger. I want to be better, because I wasn't. I had got sick. See, I'm going to show you something. The adversity that God put you through is a test. So either you're going to pass or you're going to fail. Now, when you pass, you're going to elevate, and when you fail, you're going to go down. And you gonna go down further than you were, okay? And I did. You know what I'm saying? I went further down than I was. Off of a heartbreak now, honey, okay? So I'm gonna show you how bondages can creep back into your life out of nowhere if you don't be careful. You know, because see, I had a real stronghold to a certain addiction, and it was smoking weed. I had a real stronghold to that addiction. That addiction had me so to where I couldn't even break it if I was trying on my own. It took for me to literally get sick and for the doctor to say, you cannot handle this no more. For me to just say, okay. And even after some years of quitting, now years, okay, of it being on my system, me being able to go around it, I'm being able to communicate with people, I'm talking, I'm live, I'm free, I'm functioning. And even still, when I had to get into this adverse situation and I had this pain happen and I went back to that drug, that stronghold came on me so tight to where it didn't make any sense whatsoever. And I couldn't let it go. Then it came back, it crept back in, just like the enemy, just like negativity, just like evil. It planted a bitter seed, and it was a bitter, a very big bitter seed. I mean, boy, I was hurt. But then I had to think about, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, if I cut out everybody who I know, and if I just kept me and my children at a base, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing for us, what God has given me? What is it what am I supposed to be learning right now? What am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be teaching people? Because see, all that comes into play. And a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people don't understand that. Those factors come into play in a big way. Because you really want to know. Like, I really want to change. I don't want to stay the same. And I say that so much to people. Do you want to change, or do you really want to stay the same? For years, I kept saying, like yesterday, I went to someone's house and I couldn't really help it because I had to go there. But I said, Lord, break me from coming over here. These people ain't meaning me no good. Advancing. See, I knew I had an impulsion to want to do this. But now I really want to have an impulsion for something different. So when you do have that mindset to change that, don't go back, please. Try not to. Because like I said, it's going to take double time, double the effort to get rid of what you put yourself back in. I see how it's so funny how when I'm letting go of the world, the devil come with every type of distraction. He got people coming at me, asking questions. It's all type of things. And it's to say, do I take on this challenge, Lord, or do I let it go? But only do what he say do. I'm not jumping in. I'm not knocking. I'm giving things time. Including me, including my relationships. So what I think I'm going to do with these books, because there's another book that I'm actually reading. It's called Breaking Soul Ties. And I will give you all the author of that book tomorrow, probably. And I'll just talk to you a little bit more about chapter 1 of Advancing Through Adversities. I'm going to spend some time with God in my little prayer session before I have to go in. And I just hope everybody have a nice and blessed day. Be positive about yourself. And don't let nobody in this world hurt you today. Understand it is Tacky Tuesday and people are real. Or it could be Triumphant Tuesday. It depends on how you look at your days. So God bless you guys. See you.